All right, so the many ways that design adds business value. Five-minute lightning talk. So design is a process. It's a problem-solving toolkit. And as designers, we can apply these tools to solve many of our business problems, our clients' problems, our users' problems, right? And so we're doing things like generative research. We're doing things like building out journey maps and now ecosystem maps. Usability tests, UX design, right? So we're able to bring this tool set, these design tool sets to any organization. And what's funny is a lot of organizations, while I would describe this as kind of the more proper product development path where you're understanding your users, bringing insights and ideas, you're validating those through design validation, and then you're moving into sprint development. And of course, there could be many sprints there, and then you're validating them. A lot of organizations really just start in the green. They don't really take advantage of the design toolkit that every organization has access to. And so this is the slide that has to be shown in every presentation about design value. There's a law about this, where they
There's a small writing to the right.
Yeah, where they pegged companies that invest in design versus companies against S&P 500 and outperformed the S&P 500 by 228%. So this has to be in every design presentation. And actually, I have a full presentation about UX and ROI. It's many hundreds of slides. It's roughly 39 minutes. You can go to my website and view that. I knew I couldn't do that in 5 minutes. But when you apply this design process, you see lots of different improvements. So on the consumer side, you see things like more downloads, higher conversion rates, more usage, easier onboarding, more loyalty. On the workplace side, for your employees and other workplace experiences, efficiency, ease of use, productivity, time to task. Also on the development side of things, you're reducing the amount of rework. I think we had already talked about the amount of effort it takes to build things after it launches. You get higher Scrum team velocity, reduced development costs across the board because you're using these design toolkits. When you understand your users, when you've already validated those and the development team could focus on writing great code, that's what they'd rather be doing anyways. And on the marketing side, increasing the NPS score, better market perception, customer insights, there's a long list of things that design can help with. But really there's 4 main ways that you should be talking about it to any potential business owner. There's a great paper by a group of students. It's actually from 2012, and I've taken some of this from there and I've changed a bit of it. But the 4 ways are more revenue, reduced cost, time to market, and new concepts. And so just a second on each one. On more revenue, there's a story from Jared Spool about the $300 million button. They went into an e-commerce, they had an e-commerce client. The client was losing sales. It was a very, very small thing to change. It was basically adding non-user login visitor purchasing, right? And from that, the organization earned additional $300 million in sales over the year. And that's what I would consider extremely, extremely low-hanging fruit, let alone things that could come up from a more generative research process. On the reduced cost side, so you're improving processes. So we do a lot of work with call centers, right? So cutting time off calls, improving customer support. These are all things that reduce costs within your organization. Call center calls are extremely costly, and that's kind of what I talk about it in my longer talk. And just shaving off a couple minutes can save the company millions of dollars, and it can really only cost you a small team of designers to pull some of this low-hanging fruit. Time to market. So when you're able to validate your idea quickly with design tool sets, when you're able to understand what your customer needs are, when you're able to show the development team exactly what you're looking to build and knowing that the customers have already validated that, you can actually get to market faster and more right the first time instead of going through multiple iterations of changes after development and after launch. And then new concepts, something that I feel like is often not talked about. Through this kind of in-depth generative research, new ideas could come up from it, new revenue streams, new business ideas. What do customers want from your brand today, and what do they need from your brand tomorrow? It might not be that obvious, but going out, shadowing your users, understanding your users, sitting with your users. In my talk, there's an example about a group that goes out and sits with people using sour cream, and a new revenue stream came from that. So just observing people in their natural states, whether it be in the workplace or out in the field, can actually generate totally new concepts for your business to go out and tackle. So when you're talking to business owners, don't just tell them you're doing great work and you're doing a good job. Talk to them about how you're increasing their revenue streams. Talk about how you're reducing costs. Talk about how you're improving the time that they're getting to market, and talk about how the new products and new concepts and new ideas that you're bringing to market to make your company stay relevant so you can last more than the industry average of 15 years for a company. And that's the end.